And welcome to the new video in this calculator app series. So in the previous video we have make our home screen UI, these buttons container and this text container, and in this video we will write how we can pass these actions, handle these actions, pass these actions to our view model to handle those, to perform particular operations. So in this video we will only understand that how we can write actions for these screen. So first of all we will go to our home package, and in here we will create a file named as home action. And now if we see our UI, then we have multiple buttons here. So our let's say initial approach would be that we create in different action or define a different action for each button. Yes, we can do that, but these would be too many actions on this screen, which would be difficult to, let's say, not good practice to do that. So what we will do is we will group those actions which buttons are relevant to each other. Let's say these numbers 0 to 9s are the actions which can group together. These arithmetic operation, let's say plus, subtract, multiply, divide and percentage, these can be grouped together. And some of them actions will be independent. Let's say clear, backspace, decimal point, this equal sign, we name it as calculate action, and this 00. So first start with the simple one with the single action. Let's say for this clear, we will in our home action here we will create a sealed class named as home action. It is sealed interface because we don't need any particular parameter as from this parent. So in here we will declare a data object clear, which would be inherit from action. And second one is the backspace. So I will copy this by pressing Ctrl D. Backspace, and this 00 and decimal point. 00, decimal point, and calculate. And next we will group these actions together. For that we will define a particular action here named as data class number, and we will pass that number as a parameter. And for these arithmetic operations we will declare and create another class, data class operation home action. So what should we pass in this? Our first approach can be that we can pass the same way the parameter, let's say value, symbol and string. We can do this, but this can be leads to some error or not things were functioning if we accidentally send any incorrect symbol here. So to manage that we will create a enum here, operation enum, which have symbol string, and in here we will define these actions one by one. So first one is add, which have symbol plus. Second one has subtract. Multiply. Divide. Actually for multiply we use small x here, so x, small x. And for percentage, okay, so we have defined the possible operations in our enum. So now we will pass this enum in here as a value operation enum. So in this way we have defined our actions here, and now we need to pass these trigger these actions from our UI. So in our UI, in our home screen, in here we will define the add a parameter here in this method named as onAction, home action unit, and from our this C button, which we are using for clear, we will call this onAction and pass the home action dot clear. And for this percentage operation, we will pass the action home action dot operation, and operation enum should be percentage. Same for this backspace. Actually I will copy this one for simpler operation. So backspace, so this have operation divide, and this is a number operation. This is number 8. Number 9. And this is a multiply operation. So for that we have operation action. Operation enum would be multiply. So number 5, number 6, and again an arithmetic operation is subtract. And this one is number operation. And this one is number 2, actually action, and number 3, and this is an operation plus. Do we have plus operation here? Actually, I need to rename it to plus. And here for this one we will have double zero operation, double zero action, and this is again a number operation, number action. And this is a decimal point action, and the last one is the equal to button. For that we will send the calculate action. So we have defined all of our actions, and in our preview here we need to provide the on action with empty block. And so yeah, we have pass all of our action from this buttons container. Now the next thing is we need to show this information in this text: value 1, value 2, operation, and the result. So we need to represent these information on the UI. So for that we need to hold that information in somewhere. So for that we will create a data class here named as HomeUiState. This would be a data class, and this will contain value 1, string value, string, and operation, which would be nullable, and result. And in our home screen we will present this information in here like this. First of all, we need to pass this HomeUiState as a parameter here. So in here we will pass the UiState as a parameter, and in here we will present that information. So UiState.value1 plus UiState.value2, and in between these values we need to present the operation symbol here. So UiState dot operation symbol, where it is. Actually in our operation enum we use wall keyword here, which will be then we will be able to access their symbol here. And as this is nullable, if it's null, then we will show the empty in between them. And the last value that we need to reflect is the UiState dot result. Okay, so this is it, and now we need to pass that UiState in our previous section. So UiState, here we will create a variable named as the UiState, use remember method, and in here HomeUiState value 1 is, let's say, 2, value 2 is 3, and operation is, let's say, plus, and result is 5. So this should be reflected in the UI. So UiState, and now we will see the preview of our screen. Okay, so our UiState have been correctly reflected here, which were information we have defined in our home UiState. So now we just need to do some of the refactoring of this block. So let's say, as this section is contains buttons only, so we will wrap that in another method by selecting this one and pressing Ctrl Alt M. We will name it as buttons container. Press enter, and now our home screen is very much easily readable and easy to understand that this section contains text. Let's say we can rename this section as Ctrl Alt M, and we will getting this warning because of this wait property, but we will refactor it anyway and rename it as text container. Press enter, and in here in text container we will pass a modifier here, and remove this one from here, modifier, and in here we will pass the modifier. So UiState would be UiState and modifier wait 1F. Okay, so now our home screen is initial block contains less code, and it is easier to understand that we have two blocks here, text container and buttons container, and we can further go down to any method to understand what information that we have right there. So yeah, this is it for today's video. So in the next video we will handle these actions in our view module. So this is it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Bye.